You guys, welcome to Yestergaze. I am Justin Sylvester.
And I am Blakley Thornton, a very tired Blakley Thornton.
And you guys, I just want to let you know, fuck what you know, Blakley is coming back this week. So the episode next week will be the two of us in person for the first time in a long time.
First time, I think, this year, in 2026.
Can you get the fuck home?
I'm trying. I feel like who's that? I don't care if it's by airplane. Who sings that? I don't care how you get. I feel like I'm living that song.
I don't care how you get there. Just get there when you can.
I'm trying. I'm trying, God.
By the way, you missing some really nice weather in LA. And also, like, it's award season. And the SAG Awards, a.k.a. the Actor Awards, I don't know why I can't call them the Actor Awards. The SAG Awards was lit.
Like Twitter went to X. We don't care. You're the SAG Awards. I don't know what you're trying to do with the unnecessary.
You're always going to be the SAG Awards.
We don't give a shit. So it's the SAG Awards.
We going to give a shit. And by the way, the fact that after 10 years, actually 17, of pouring my blood, sweat, and tears into my life and my career and being on Today's Show and on the E-Red carpet, the fact that I am now your sidekick to white people is wild.
My sidekick? What are you talking about?
Everyone's like, oh my God, you're on that podcast with that guy, aren't you? He's sassy. I'm like, he is, isn't he?
What? Name one white person that said that.
So I saw Leslie Bibb at the after party.
Okay.
She's obsessed with you.
I love her.
Obsessed. I ran into Laverne Cox. She is so excited that we are together and she is dying to come on. And she said she'll be in LA for the month of April. I can't say what she's doing, but she's going to be on and she's coming.
We love that.
I ran into this other girl and I can't remember what she does at Netflix. I'm so sorry. I know you have a good old job at Netflix. She was like, oh my God, you're that guy. I'm like, yeah, from Today's Show. She's like, no, from Yestergaze. I'm like, yes.
I actually, honestly, but we're not sidekicks. I get a lot from the same, but I get it from like white women on the street. Like, I've never felt more aware of myself than on the New York streets. When it'll be a white girl with like a little like top and a pony being like, love your podcast. I'm like, okay, hello.
For sure.
Whatever happened to hello? How are you? My name is. It's just like pointing and screaming like podcast, or like occasionally screaming Justin. So we're both getting the inverse reality in the street.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh, okay. And like yours is just, at least yours is in an enclosed space with people you've heard of before. Mine is just like any random stranger is like a point and shoot, like it screams Yestergaze.
Yes. By the way, welcome to Unhinged White Ladies. We have a lot of them that follow us thanks to me. I love you guys. And I love that you love the podcast, even though it could get a little confusing sometimes because we do talk about an unhinged white lady.
Truly.
But it's been really cool because I'm getting more of that and less of, are you Jason Bolden?
Okay, to be honest, she's gonna hate me for this. So I had dinner with Teyana on Wednesday, and she did say y'all look similar in the face. And this is from a Black woman. She's like, I love them. They have similar face shapes, but she has called him your name to his face at a dinner, and when referring to you called, and I think it's also a Justin Jason thing. 2 syllables.
My grandfather
does
does
called
the
him
same
Justin
thing.
to his face at dinner in Paris, and I go, girl, I think you mean Jason. so like that's happening within the people.
And, no. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know, I will take that shit as a compliment because that man is hot. He is sexy. He is a beautiful man. So if you call me Jason Bolden, just know I'm going with it. I am
also, he only works with hot,
Bolden.
sexy. I mean, did you see that video of Tyreek and Michael together at the Actor Awards?
Yeah.
I was like, Jason Bolden is picking them. Jason Bolden said, pretty Negroes only.
Pretty bitches. No, pretty Negroes and Nicole Kidman.
The Pretty Girl Rock. And if you can't do it, then you don't get hired.
I'm going to take it. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I love it. I love it. Speaking of, I had to go to urgent care the night after Super Bowl. Um, for something so unrelated to what happened at Super Bowl. But on Monday, I went to urgent care at Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy in the ER was like, "Oh, da 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 da. Let me see your ankle," because it was something with my ankle. He goes, "Well, what happened to your head?" Because I had a knot on my head. He was like, "What happened?" I said, "Oh, I was dancing at a party, and Teyana Taylor and I kind of knocked heads because we were laughing, we were giggling." And he was like, "Let me get a nurse in here. Hold on." So then the nurse came in and she's like, "How are you? Nice to meet you." I'm like, "Hi,
Yeah.
nice to meet you." She goes, so what happened to your ankle?" I'm like, "Oh, this is my ankle." She goes, "Well, what happened to your head?" I was like, "Oh, Teyana Taylor and I were dancing and we knocked heads." She was like, "Have you seen a therapist before?" I'm like, "No, bitch. I know this woman. I have
Yeah,
seen her at
like
a
we
party."
literally just like, yeah, like we were dancing.
They literally thought that I came in and I needed psychiatric help.
They were like, "I'm sorry, sir, you don't know her." Like, what?
Literally. Did you see the moment on the red carpet yesterday at the SAG Awards?
With her daughter on the red carpet?
Oh my God, it was just unbelievable.
She's killing it. She's giving like working mom. And again, this Oscar campaign for her has been perfection. It's just like she's on the cover of Time magazine today. Did you see that?
Yes, yes, I saw it. I saw it. Not only is the Oscar campaign good, but her natural aura,
Just
like what
charisma.
the charisma. And honestly, I'm going to say this, and I'm saying it from an eagle eye perspective. I have never seen other A-list celebrities flock around a Black woman like this since
Obsessed.
Viola Davis. Like I remember when
Obsessed.
Viola was like first in the moment where she was like in The Help, and she had that whole
Yeah.
with How to Get Away with Murder, and then it was Fences, and I just remember everyone flocking to her, but the carpet literally stopped whenever she came through. And somehow word got through that she walked in and everyone swarmed this woman. It was
She did.
incredible.
I was with her, and I know how much work she put into that fitting because I got to go have dinner with her that on Wednesday night, and she was like, "But you know how hard she worked. She literally like flew in. I don't know where the fuck she flew in from. Did Colbert, did the Tom Brown fitting. We didn't go to dinner till 10 because the fit she was getting fit until 9:45 p.m. on a Wednesday night to fly back to do the SAG Awards. So it's just like you can see how hard she works, and it's amazing seeing that work pan out with like consistent gasps over and over and over. Like, oh, and I'm like, because she's working until 10 p.m. on making that shit fit perfectly, and then just executing and executing. And she puts so much thought into it with her team, and seeing that firsthand is truly wild. Or just seeing how like again, every celebrity, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Sean Penn, Paul Thomas Anderson, you know, the Amy Lou Wood was like, I got to see her, blah blah blah. Like, Jacob Elordi is hugged up on her every time he can get in arm's length. It's wild.
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all don't put Wuthering Heights in the corner, I know he's coming for this Black woman. He, she, that would be, I mean,
Well,
that would
I
be
think he's
crazy.
dating that little skinny Olivia Jade girl, but I'm sorry, girl. Like, if she wants it, she can have it. Like, let's be real. We can punt that little short white girl out stage left. He will punt her out stage left like an Aussie football rules in
Oh my
2.5
God.
seconds. Beyonce, come and get it.
I saw that little white girl in Aspen. I love her, by the way.
She's so cute.
She's single and mingling. She is good
Wait,
to
no, they
go.
were together like 2 weeks ago. I think she was in because she shows up places with him when she has no need to be there. Like she was at like the what's it called, like the Berlin Film Festival or some shit, and like you see her walking with him. So like she ain't got no reason to be in Berlin.
Oh, to
Unless
be 25. Um, Odessa Ozion,
love her, love her energy. What's
fuck
what's
what you
what's what's your
know.
thought?
Fuck what you know. When I tell you this woman is going to be here for a very long
For a
time.
very long time.
That soul is old. That vibe is so good.
You got that
And
curly hair.
and she doesn't give a fuck.
That Armani jumpsuit. I said she is that girl. She's the only white woman I'm rooting for. The only white woman under 27 I'm rooting for. Sorry to the rest of you. All the rest of you be gone. Poof, pow, be gone. Clap on, clap off. Oh, no, this is the one. This is my white girl, my Gen Z white woman.
You know what? You run Odessa Zion, because I'm good on that. I'm going to run Sarah Pigeon.
Ooh, good call. You can have her. That's very you and me. That's very choose your fighters. That's very, I'm an Odessa, you're a Sarah. That makes complete sense, babe. And I love it both of us.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm on the podium yesterday. Someone yelled at me because they yell at you like, oh, we have this person coming. We have that person coming. Would you want yada, yada, yada? I'm like, get her the fuck over here. They're like, we don't have a card for Sarah Pigeon. I'm like, we don't need a card for Sarah Pigeon.
Her, she's a star.
She is. And in person, you're just like, oh my God, you're going to be the relatable Gwyneth Paltrow. You're going to be the relatable version of Gwyneth Paltrow, that blonde, wafy, talented woman who just knows where to go.
Because even the Balenciaga, I would not like that dress on anyone but her. So also shout out to Emma Jade Morrison for making the Balenciaga work, because that dress could look like a Beauty and the Beast Be Our Guest dust roller on somebody else. But it gave high fat, her energy in it. Like, that dress wasn't wearing her, she wore that dress. So kudos to Sarah Pigeon and Emma Jade Morrison, her stylist.
Mm-hmm. Whoever's dressing Chase Infinity, is that Wayne and Micah?
I think I don't know. I can look it up right now. I've been doing a fashion recap for my own Instagram because I took because Instagram broke me, or New York broke me. I took a 5-day break from the internet, so I've been catching up today.
Well, welcome home, Chase Infinity.
Yeah, Wayman and Micah.
Those two are just the most unreal combo. What they're doing with Priyanka Chopra right now, too, side note, is pretty fantabulous. But Chase Infinity, another one, gonna be there. She's gonna be here for a while.
Vuitton, and it's like, I think she's being groomed to be a face of Vuitton, because I'm like, it's always custom, it's always sickening, and you rarely see a new face exude that much power over, I'm not wearing off the runway. You're going to make pieces for me, and I think they're making pieces for her where it's giving Josephine Baker, it's giving Halle Berry, it's giving Dorothy Dandridge,
yes,
and she's just, and baby, this is with one film role, so like, good for her.
Film debut, by the way.
She was out here doing TikTok dances 2 years ago.
This girl,
the TikTok everything. To, I can't make another phrase right now, but the TikTok to red carpet don't stop. That pipeline is strong, long and strong.
I want to talk about Michael B. Jordan winning last night.
Can we talk about, that was my singular moment of Black joy.
I will say, hearing Viola Davis screech from the depths of Harriet Tubman's bowel in the Underground Railroad.
The Underground Railroad yells.
From joy. Like all the ancestors coming up to say Michael B. Jordan's
Black
name.
Woman happier to not say Timothée Chalamet's name. Just the joy. She's like, it's not that white boy. Like, she was ecstatic, and so was I. It was joyful. It was it was like watching the end of Sister Act 2. It was like, joyful, not like Lauryn Hill just came out in the back. Like, just talking about it.
Literally. Now I think it puts him in a good position, because Oscar voting is still going on right now.
It's not over, I think, for a week.
For another week. I think this puts him in a good position to duke it out with Timothée Chalamet, because Timothée Chalamet, it was the shoe-in. But this SAG Awards, that speech that he gave and the run he's been giving people, has really put him in a really good place.
Also, Timothy was just so annoying. He could have had it if he just shut the fuck up. And just like, But he had to give that Caucasian hubris, like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. Let me look stupid on every carpet. Let me bring you brought Kylie out, you brought all those fucking Kardashians out, you shaved your little rat fink head. It didn't look good. It didn't
He
look
said,
good.
"Let me bring my mama. Let me bring my mama
It looked
now."
good. You said now he's growing his hair out, wearing appropriate suits and being quiet.
Listen. Also, the Oscars likes to make the dudes wait a little bit.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
Michael's
Like,
third nomination.
this is Michael's third nomination, so I really think that this could be his moment in the sun. Another thing I want to talk about that I thought was really funny was Law Roach low-key dropping that Zendaya and Tom Holland already married.
I ignore that man's chaos now. Like, kudos. I don't post Lauren Sanchez Bezos world. I'm not giving that Negro breath. So good on you, Law. Have fun in the autocracy.
Did you see Harrison Ford?
I don't give a fuck what that man has to say about anything at all.
Did you see Harrison Ford?
Yes.
He looks.
How old is he? 100?
He's about 85.
Okay. I mean, white people look like once white people hit 70, they look 100. Just fast.
By the way, it is what it is.
He's been 65 since like Get Off My Plane, since Air Force One. So like that was 30 years ago.
He's been 65 since Air Force One. I will say,
he's like the white
man,
Morgan Freeman.
He's a white Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, exactly.
I have been doing this at this level for about 5 years, but around it for about 10 years. And I could not control myself when he walked up to the podium. I know this sounds so dumb, but there was a moment where I thought, I'm going to choke. I cannot talk to this man because Harrison Ford was such a big part of my childhood. He was a really big part of my childhood.
I love how much I love seeing you happy and like meeting these people. And I'm just like, I wish I had that energy, because my thought would be like, you're a curmudgeon, I'm a curmudgeon. Like the more old man energy, the more like, I'm gonna say some crazy shit. Like, where were you during where were you during integration? How was that, Harrison? I'm like, what you're not gonna do is give white man energy to me. I don't give a fuck about Han Solo.
No, I love him.
Sure, great actor. We were flying back in the day.
I love him and I love his vibe. And I just I was basic cable all the way. TBS
Harrison Ford raised us. It was because it was like Clear and Present Danger. What was the one where he was running from Tommy Lee Jones? The Fugitive. Air Force One, Sabrina,
Star Wars.
TNT. Harrison Ford was in his heyday when we were growing up. So like he was our like white uncle who was always like an executive / spy / U.S. command. He was a white authority figure in our lives from 1990 to 2000.
But he was always low-key running from the cops while being a cop. Did you ever like figure that out? Like he was like the white man who was the authority, but he was always convicted
this is going
of
to be
something.
this is going to be a very Blakley gets roasted by the internet on our channel or whatever. But so when I went to my high school, my dad was on the board of my high school with Tommy Lee Jones when I was little, and this is when The Fugitive came out. So like I was confused when I saw The Fugitive because Tommy Lee Jones was just that white man from my high school. So like when they'd have board meetings, I have to wait for my dad to get out till like 4 p.m. So Tommy Lee Jones would always be the curmudgeon in the back of and I'd walk in and be like, he's like, "You looking for your dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, Mr. Jones." And I would just like sit there and like like draw sailboats with him when I was like 7. So then when I saw him on The Fugitive, I go, "Dad, why is Mr. Jones on TV?" So I wasn't scared of The Fugitive because I was like, why is that nice man who draws sailboats really trying to kill Harrison Ford? It didn't make any sense for me.
None.
I was like, huh? What? He's in movies? And then he was in Batman Forever. And I was like, what?
Yes.
For why?
No, and then he was in, you remember when he was in the one with Ashley Judd? Wasn't he looking for Ashley Judd's ass too in Double?
Everybody was looking for Ashley Judd for about 10 years there. And then Harvey Weinstein destroyed her career. Harvey Weinstein destroyed Ashley Judd's career. But Ashley Judd was missing from, again, 1992 to 97.
She did
consistently.
she did more running than fucking Forrest Gump. Okay,
And then Morgan Freeman was always involved too. Be like, don't do it. And she'd have a gun and like maybe kill her like shitty ass husband who's always like Greg Kinnear or some shit.
yes, yes. Morgan Freeman is always telling a white woman not to do it.
Like, don't do it, girl. Like,
It's not
Julia
worth it.
Roberts, Ashley Judd, Kate Hudson. Don't do it, Angelina Jolie. Don't do it, girl.
Damn, I cannot believe Morgan motherfucking Freeman.
Saving white women for a decade.
By the way, that should be the title of my book.
It should be. saving them from Blakley. Saving white women from Blakley, a memoir.
Blakley. The last thing I'm going to say about the SAG Awards, and I know that I am breaking girl code here. I know that there is a level of celebrity and there's a code of celebrity that I'm breaking right now, and I do not care. And if I have, fucked up an NDA or crossed the line here, I will apologize. But I went to the Netflix after party last night. Shout out to Netflix and shout out to D Nice for like really doing it. I will tell you, there was one woman in that motherfucker whose life I was like, I want to be this bitch right now.
Ooh.
Sarah motherfucking Paulson.
Yeah. Of course.
I have never. She was turning up like it was her bar mitzvah,
Sarah
big
Paulson
shower,
is that vintage.
bachelorette party, and wedding all in one. And when I tell you turning up with no one, she was like, I don't give a fuck. I was so jealous of her last night.
Again, Sarah Paulson is that. There's a reason that on Teyana Taylor's Escape Room, it's every iconic Black actress in Hollywood and Sarah Paulson. Okay? And when I tell you Sarah Paulson gives one of the most simmering, fire-ass interludes on the whole album of Teyana's Escape Room, it is wild. She's just like, I think I told you we were trying to get her out in Paris one night. We were hammered and trying to FaceTime her. A bunch of other actors who I will not name to incriminate them were rotating FaceTiming her at 10 p.m. Be like, come outside.
Sarah, we here.
Because everybody's like, wait, you know who should be here right now? Sarah Paulson. And we were just like, boop, boop, boop. But she's like, I was asleep at 9 p.m. with my wife. Thank you very much. But thank you for calling me consistently from 10:30 to 1 a.m.
Listen, and I know why now, okay? Because let me tell you something. That bob and those feet are calling a union rep. They're calling Jacob Irani because they're going to sue that bitch. That's how hard she was working those feet in that bob last night, okay?
She's still wearing the 1979 YSL, or she changed?
She had the 1979 YSL on, and when I tell you, her feet were literally on a table the entire goddamn night, dancing on tables.
Do it. Have fun.
I was like, this is what we need. These are the actresses that I need to turn up at this motherfucker.
Did you meet Connor Story? Is he a turn up boy? I have no idea. Like, he's everywhere, but I feel like I've never does he dance? I don't know.
What? I don't know. And by the way, kudos to him. He hosted SNL. He did the 2.5 hours that you are contractually obligated to do at SNL. Then he got on a red eye. Then he got his ass to LA to do the awards. This man is doing the Lord's work. So I did not see him at all at the after party.
He's got a 26-year-old's energy. I'm going to give it to you, but babe, that's what being 26 is for. Okay?
I don't remember
your collagen's fresh. Your titties are sitting pretty. Your booty looks good. And you get on that plane. Get on a jet. It's fine.
Your booty looks good.
It'll be fine. We know because we see it every week on a different magazine cover.
Shout out to Kerry Russell. Grinding on that husband like she's never seen him naked before.
Really?
Like,
good for them too. With that brown Louis Vuitton on.
Grinding on that man, and that man was grinding on her like they have not been together for 10 motherfucking years.
This makes me happy. People were dancing at the SAG Awards. Like, this is good.
It was, honestly, I'm telling you, when the white ladies can convince their nannies to stay an extra few hours, they don't know how to fucking act. It's wild. It was wild. It was crazy. Janelle James, lit, having the time of her life. It was a good old time.
I mean, because this is a better one. This is like the better version of the Golden Globes, basically, because you get all the TV and film people together.
Yeah, and also it's at the end. So I think the pressure at the beginning is too much. What am I looking
Mhm.
like? What am I doing? People are still promoting movies at the same time. They're doing Q&As. Once you get to the actors, if you're not nominated for an Oscar, you can let your motherfucking hair down. You can do a
Well,
bump in
you're
the
already
bathroom.
yeah. But I mean, I forget it's only Monday. It feels like I've been in New York for fucking 2 months.
Get your black ass home.
My flight is booked. It is the afternoon of March 4th. I am on. I have tickets to the BNP Paribas Open. I'm gonna go to Palm Springs and go see some tennis. So
Get
we're
get
doing it.
get your black ass home.
We're doing it.
Um, this week in pop culture, actually two really big things happened. I mean,
Yes.
in 1974, Good Times premiered on CBS. Good Times was a groundbreaking American sitcom that aired on CBS from February 8th, 1974 to August 1st, 1979. It ran 6 seasons, 133 episodes, and became one of the most culturally important comedies of the 70s. It was the first sitcom to focus on a two-parent Black family in a public housing project. Tackled real issues like unemployment, racism, gang violence, and education equality. It defined 1970s Black television culture. I mean, come on.
I mean, it did. It really. I mean, it was. I mean, ain't we lucky we got them? Good times. I think, especially for we growing up with the Nick at Night generation, we got to like really grow up with these sitcoms as well because they were being because I mean, Different Strokes, Good Times, The
Yes.
Jeffersons. They were all hitting for me when I was like 8, 9, 10. It's like right when
Yes.
we were going to bed, like 7 or 8 p.m. Nickelodeon went to Nick at Night, and we were just getting these old sitcoms. And Good Times was a big memory for me too. And I think obviously because our parents quoted that shit constantly.
Constantly. Constantly. And you know what's really crazy is like, shout out to Nick at Night because it wasn't like it was on Black Night. It wasn't like Nick at Night, Black Night. It
Yeah.
was on Nick at Night consistently. And
Yeah.
it kind of showed the world to everybody. And I mean everybody because kids I went to school with who were not Black were enjoying and
The
talking
Jeffersons
about the Jeffersons and Good Times
and
and Family
Sanford and Son.
Matters and Sanford and Sons. Like, you, I'm today years old realizing that, oh, in 1992, when I was watching this, it was already 20 years old. But
Yeah,
it didn't feel that
this was
way.
an old ass sitcom. I did not like Sanford and Son. I'll say that because I was just like, why are they always in a junkyard? And then I realized that was the point. I was like, Dad, why are they always surrounded by garbage? Like, I was like, I don't get that. He was like, Blakely, they work in like a junkyard. Like, that's the point of it.
All
That's it's the name
right.
of the business.
By the way, you know what I used to fuck with so hard? And you might be so mad at me for this, but Mama's Family used to go hard as fuck.
Like Archie Bunker, that guy?
No, like Mama's Family. Remember Mama's Family?
No, hold on. Let me look this up. Mama's
Oh my God,
Family?
you don't remember Mama's Family? They were like
No.
kind of semi-white trash
I
family.
think
They
that's
lived with the
all in the
grandma.
family. Oh, this woman. That I do remember this. Vicki Lawrence. Okay. I
Yes.
did watch this. I didn't like again, and this is gonna here it comes. I just don't like things about
You don't
poor
like,
white people.
okay,
I can't do Roseanne. I can't do Mama's Family. I couldn't do Archie Bunker. I was like, I'm sorry, like the system was built for you and your people had a 400-year head start and you're still poor in the 70s. Pre
stop.
if you were poor, if you're a white person who was poor pre-Reaganomics, that was your fault. Sorry.
Damn, bitch,
Don't
get
care.
out of
Can't
here. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, we got Janet Jackson in Good Times at that time.
Janet Jackson has been working since she was born.
By
she,
the way,
she's my number one pop girlie. We've talked about this forever and ever, always.
by the way, she is my number one pop girly. And the fact that this woman is allegedly 60 something.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I'm gonna put alleged on that. Uh, and the fact that she still moves the way that she fucking moves and she can still do it. I mean, there was a moment where she had like lost it and she had went, on the other side of the world and came back and just wasn't herself. But
Every black girl goes away and dates an Iranian billionaire. Rihanna did it. Janet did it. Like, they all flirt with it. They're like, wait, what would it be like to not work? And they play that game for a year, and they get the fuck out of it.
And they're like, oh, I can't talk when I want to.
Exactly. They're
They're
like,
like,
oh,
okay,
wait.
gotta go.
Oh. They're like, am I silent or am I silenced? Let me get the fuck out of here.
Wait, I gotta cover up this beat? What are you talking about? I have to
No,
wear
no,
a
thank
head
you.
mask.
No, thank you.
So crazy. Speaking of Janet, also this week, damn, this is crazy. In 2004, the Janet Jackson-Justin Timberlake Super Bowl controversy occurred. During the halftime show at Super Bowl in Houston, Janet and Justin Timberlake closed the performance with his song, Rock Your Body. At the lyric, I'm gonna have you naked by the end of the song, Timberlake pulled a part of Jackson's costume, a section detached, briefly exposing her breast, covered by a sun-shaped nipple for less than a second. Over 500,000 complaints, a record at the time.
Well, my friend had TiVo. My friend was one. My friend Steven Unterberg was one of the first people to have TiVo. We were watching that with TiVo. So when I tell you the amount of rewinding repeatedly. So that moment wasn't like a flash for me. We spent a good probably 30 minutes seeing what that was, what was happening. I still to this day don't know if it was on purpose or not. Like I just, it doesn't, because I feel like she was famous enough where she didn't need that kind of salacious attention. And like it also, this is the origination of the phrase wardrobe malfunction. That phrase did not exist before this. They created she should have trademarked that fucking phrase. She'd be a billionaire.
She should have trademarked that motherfucker. Here's what I think happened. I think there was conversations about this is how we're going to finish this. Wouldn't it be cool last minute? Wouldn't it be cool if I ripped a part of your costume off? And the conversation was, oh, let's do that. I'm going to have this red bustier under anyway. So if you rip the leather off, my red is still on. I can cover my boob with the red showing and then have the lights go down.
Oh, do you think the actual red came off too?
I think the red came off because if you look at the costume, there was buttons under the bodice. And I think that's what was supposed to come off. I think when he grabbed the bodice, he mistakenly grabbed the red and ripped that bitch right off. If you're Justin Timberlake and you're on a high and you're like, oh, here we go, you're probably pulling it with more force than you really need. And that titty came out. But when that titty came out, we had never seen Janet's real titty because, you know, like when you're a pop star, you're wearing sports bras. They are like tackling those things down. Janet is a Black woman, full figure. That's a titty. That titty came right out of that piping and fucked us all up. And we were like, whoa, ho, 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 ho. So I think it was an honest mistake. I think it was probably a wardrobe situation that could have been, she should have wore a bodysuit under it. But I also think that, fuck what you know, he should have stayed 10 toes down with her.
Exactly. And again, this is all Justin Timberlake's fault because who showed up at the Grammys that year without her and gave an apology to the public and not her? Now who's circling back, trying to fucking give us solo tours that we don't care about? Justin Timberlake. And also another villain, Les Moonves. At that time, the head of CBS, future to be found a complete piece of shit, was determined to blacklist her for years, said radio shows couldn't play. Demita Joe basically bombed as an album because he said no CBS-owned radio station can play it. MTV pulled all her shit off the air, had to cancel a tour. Janet Jackson would be a bigger star than she even is today if she hadn't had to deal with being blacklisted for a decade by a white male predator. Okay? So Les Moonves, if you're still alive, if you haven't died of shame yet or wherever the fuck island you're on, fuck you too. Fuck you and Justin Timberlake.
It's so crazy. So crazy. By the way, she was the original Katherine Heigl.
Janet Jackson? Don't say things like that.
No, I've never seen somebody get blackballed. I've never seen somebody outward. No, I'm saying I just never seen somebody get outwardly blackballed that hard in my life, except for when Katherine Heigl kind of sort of got the ball. You know what I mean? Like Janet Jackson got blackballed. That was like the first time I ever saw it. Like outwardly, like
no, because you've
open.
seen it a bunch. Because, like, again, every woman that said no to Harvey Weinstein disappeared. Mira Sorvino, Ashley Judd. Like, there was multiple women that you like. Where were they? They were all huge. Mira Sorvino won an Oscar. Then where'd she go? She poof pow was gone. So, like, there are women that were blackballed.
But no, blackballed. Yes, I think people have been getting blackballed for years. I'm just saying, so upfront about it. Like, society wasn't afraid to say, "Oh, she's blackballed." You know what I mean?
Like, I think Bennett's was more about fake outrage. Katherine Heigl's was like, culture just decided they didn't like her. I don't know what that was like. It was like a mini Anne Hathaway situation where it was just like, "Oh, you suck." And I'm not saying I was a part of this. It seemed to be. I feel like for a part of it, people hate a woman with an opinion. Or a woman that she was like, "Oh, I think she did say, like, I was nominated for an Emmy, like, but I didn't think the writing was Emmy worthy." And, like, let's be real, Grey's season 10, people were fucking
girl.
So, like, it wasn't like it was really award worthy shit, but it's like she just got kind of destroyed for saying the truth.
She got destroyed for saying the truth, and semi for stinging up for TR Knight.
True.
I think that had a little bit of a part in it too. I just, I will say for myself, being in a situation, I've been at E for 10 years. I'm very lucky that it seemed like every 3 or 4 years when I started feeling like kind of like a mouse in a cage, things would change. Like there would be a new executive that would come through, and I know it's like starting all over again, but at least it felt a tiny bit fresh.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're an actor, this happens a lot. When you're an actor and you sign up for ABC, a Fox, a CBS, a Ryan Murphy, any of those big shows, before you even get the show, you sign your life away for 7 years, minimum, And then if you re-sign, because what happens is your agent's like, "You're never going to find anything this good. You're never going to find anything this good." You re-sign and you re-up for another 5, you could start to lose your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that she probably was a cat in a cage and couldn't find her way out. And she started speaking up about things that she thought were unfair. And at that time, actresses weren't really doing that. They weren't allowed. It's so wild.
It's wild times, man. It's wild times yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
And by the way, I'm going to say this because this is what this podcast is about. If Janet Jackson had done that titty in 2025, nobody would have gave a fuck.
No, of course not. Not even slightly. Like, come on.
Nobody would have gave a fuck. We'd be
like see the titty. We'd be selling T-shirts with the nipple on it. Like, period. It'd be merch.
And I wonder, was Lil' Kim titty before Janet Jackson titty?
Yeah, that was 1999 VMAs.
I'm like, damn, because I mean, I just don't think
had the pasty over it. You didn't see the nipple. Again, that's how stupid we are as a culture. We're like, "Oh, there was a blue pasty over it," whereas like we saw some brown. Uh-oh.
It's so crazy. It's so wild.
Wild times.
My God. You know what's wild times? That we've been doing this away from each other. I can't wait to get you back in the studio next week.
So excited to get back in the studio.
You guys, don't forget to rate, review this podcast. Tell all your friends about it. We love having you guys. And this has been Yestergaze. I'm Justin Sylvester.
And I'm Blakley Thornton, soon to be back in LA.
And we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.